this whole entire competition is about history, and you meet so many different people who are inspired by history, maybe just as much as you are, maybe more than you are, and that in itself is moving to hear people so in touch with what came before them.
It really makes you want to dive further and further into the culture. Like when we go to all these museums or we see all these statues or grave sites or buildings of great history, it really makes you just want to dive so much further into it because it's just fascinating. And it really makes you realize why History Day is a thing, so you can continue to study this history. It's amazing.
No, I just think that it's really important for, like, as Hawaiian people, that we go out into the world and become, like, global citizens.
Where this is something very enriching and a great opportunity that's honestly made a lasting impact on me. I've changed and grown so much in this project, school-wise, in my work ethic, and my research, with my communications with other people.
This was that door that opened that's like, I can connect history to what's happening in my life.
You know, Mark Twain, perhaps one of our greatest writers, is supposed to have said that history doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes. I've spent my entire professional life trying to hear those rhymes and try to sing them back, to recite them back to you all. I think the real key to it goes much farther back, to the Old Testament, to Ecclesiastes. What has been will be again, what has been done will be done again. There is nothing new under the sun. Which means that history doesn't repeat itself. It certainly rhymes, and we can look for the patterns and the themes and the motifs that come and reoccur. But it means that human nature never changes. That human nature superimposes itself over the seemingly random chaos of events, and we begin to perceive those patterns. And that's what you have done here, that's what I have done in my life, and that's why we share such great sympathy with each other and what we do.
Like history became more alive to me. Like it's not just words in a textbook. Like this actually happened, and history is impacting us to this day. And it's sometimes we think it's not important, but it's actually important. Yeah.
It's inspiring for kids. I mean, you can only motivate someone so much. You have to have a kind of a drive on your own, but this kind of a competition brings out that drive in certain students.
I believe that it's getting the younger people of Hawaii more interested in history, I guess.
For this year, and even actually before this project, I didn't even like history. Math was my thing. Writing and research definitely was not. And even doing the project, it wasn't something I was looking forward to in the beginning, kind of just an assignment I had to do.
I think for everyone who makes it here, it's amazing. It is. That's the simple way to say it. But if you want to go more in depth, it's a lot for the overachiever like me. It's a chance to see how far I can make, and a chance to know how much can I push myself, how well can I figure out where I can, how great of a quality project can I actually get this thing to go. And for somebody who's I didn't know I could make it here, it's an eye-opener. Wow, I'm capable of it. And even for that person who's I'm probably just here because there's not a lot of people who did my kind of thing, so I don't belong here. They'll be surprised to see that there are people who are kind of in their shoes as well.
You finally get invested into your topic and you're I don't even want to let go of this. I don't want it to end because I want to keep pushing for it. And I think that's important for students to experience, where you're not learning because you're forced to learn, you're learning because you want to learn.
Myself, I want to connect with other surfers, connect with other Hawaiians in the community, and help share my project, because this is something they should know. History is important, like they say all the time, and it really is, because even Hawaiian values, you never go forward without looking back to your past. Your genealogy and your ancestors are what got you where you are now, and it's something you need to be aware of, not ignorant of. You're never going to make it in life without the past, and this project embodies that.
This trip has broadened my understanding of history and what it is.
The History Day like project and the ongoing project definitely changed like my path, because like my project was on Elizabeth Blackwell, the first woman to become a doctor in the United States, and so that made me even more passionate to become a doctor when I like graduate, and like I know I want to pursue medicine and go to medical school and do all of that.
Coming on this trip has just, for me, really been a blessing, and the people I've been meeting and the places I've been going, I've been learning so much about different projects, going to the museums, and then being able to communicate with other states, other people, other participants, and even our chaperones, my peers, my fellow competitors from Hawaii. It's just all really been a great experience that for me is going to be something that's going to stick with me from this point on.
Well, I think after this experience, I have a better appreciation for history, especially going to the museums. Like, I guess most people don't really appreciate history as much because of the way that it is presented to them. Because I guess some people don't like, like textbook, because some people don't learn that way. I guess finding a way that like appeals to you can help somebody like get more into the topic.
You and me love a whole lot of history. We can be the greatest team that the world has ever seen. You and me love a whole lot of history. So don't let it go. We can make some more. We can learn forever.
Well, obviously going to the National Women's Party House was like pretty epic for me. That was what my NHG project was on, so it's kind of like living in my project. When you get passionate about something, you want to be there and you want to see what else you can find out. Like, it took a little bit of a push to get to that point where I felt like inspired and I wanted to learn more about it, and NHD was definitely something that provided me something, a reason to get more into something like that.
I want to say it's vital, really, because the connection you gain when you do History Day is life-changing, really.
This project and all of these things started to show me that it's not until you really connect with what you're learning about until it starts to stick with you.
It's a trip I'm not going to forget, and I'm really grateful for it.